We are really enthused about the opportunity for investors to earn income from private credit funds, such as our Stable Income Fund. It's really important for investors to understand what a private credit fund is. It makes loans to individuals or to businesses. It then earns the interest on those loans and passes it as a monthly or quarterly income yield to investors net of the fund manager's fees. Loans to businesses are an excellent source of stable income for private credit funds. The good thing about a loan from an investor's yield perspective is that the loan ranks ahead of the shareholders from an income and a capital repayment perspective. In the event of distress or in the event of tough times, interest payments and capital repayments on the loan are made before any payments to shareholders. Also, loans typically benefit from security over the underlying assets funded. Careful loan selection by the fund manager is obviously critical for any private credit fund such as ours. The principles we use are the 5 C's of credit. To start with, we look at the character of the borrower that we are dealing with. It's very important that the character of that borrower is such that they actually want to repay and that they've got a track record of treating their counterparties well. So we really look into that in a lot of detail. The next thing to make sure is that the underlying business that you're looking at has got the cash flow ability to repay the loan. Then it's important to make sure that the shareholders of the business have put in enough capital, which is the 3rd C. And the last 2 C's are conditions and collateral, making sure that the loan has appropriate underlying conditions, particularly in the event that things go wrong, and also collateral, making sure that the loan is secured by appropriate underlying assets depending on the nature of the financing that's being done. Non-bank lenders at the moment in Australia have a tremendous opportunity because many of the banks are drawing back from important sectors of the SME lending market. The non-bank lenders are also enabled by new financial technology in terms of their underlying platforms and in terms of how they access their clients. So for those reasons, non-bank lenders are able to build diversified pools of loans that are very attractive for private credit funds such as our Stable Income Fund to invest into. When assessing opportunities to lend to non-bank lenders, we first of all make sure that the management team has got the track record of being successful at what they do with that particular niche asset class that they're focusing on. We make sure that that niche asset class has got an underlying structural reason why there's a high propensity of those borrowers to pay. And we also make sure that the non-bank lender is effectively applying our 5 C's of credit in the principles that they follow when underwriting loans to that receivable base. So all of those issues are important for us in terms of selecting new non-bank lenders for our fund. Credible is an incredibly exciting niche non-bank lender that's focused entirely on lending to medical professionals. The reason why that's exciting for us is that group of borrowers has got a history of extremely low defaults because medical professionals are responsible individuals and they repay their loans. So they have a high structural propensity to repay. The nature of the funding we provide for Credible is primarily via their main receivables funding vehicle. We provide funding that ranks ahead of Credible's equity contribution, but behind the funding provided by other lenders. The reason why we're happy with that position is that the underlying receivables book has an extraordinarily strong track record of extremely low defaults. That extremely low default record is covered many times by the substantial equity investment that Credible has into the book. We are also able to earn an enhanced return. The Credible portfolio itself has had 0 defaults from inception, so for all of those reasons, Credible is an extremely exciting cornerstone asset for our Stable Income Fund. The outcome for clients is annualized return in the region of 6% with a monthly distribution of 0.5% paid in cash every month as a stable income. We're also actively seeking non-bank lending opportunities from other non-bank lenders to sit alongside our Credible investment, and in doing so we'll be following the same principles that we've followed in identifying and assessing our Credible cornerstone investment. Without us, our clients would miss out on unique opportunities to earn stable income yield with a very attractive risk-reward profile.